Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. David Goldman and Miss Cicely back in the house. Just Cicely, I don't know. Cicely Dole. Is that what we go?
Dory.
Doré or Dor...
You would say a doré, but here in Kentucky we say Dory.
That's
I
right.
say a Doré. I was going to say yes.
Little Cicely Dory. She's tough, y'all. I love having her.
How are you? Welcome
good,
back.
thanks.
Have a nice day off yesterday?
I did.
Good.
I did.
Goldman,
He makes me work,
how
y'all.
are you working out?
Man, I'm just glad you're here. You
Glad
know
you're
what I
here,
mean?
too.
I just enjoy Miss Cicely.
Alrighty,
Troy.
we're going to jump into it, man.
Let's do it.
We've got some,
Yep.
a little bit of sad news across the country. People are celebrating the life of an American original. It's the man who brought superheroes to life by making them human. The Marvel master Stan Lee, of course, died yesterday at the age of 95. Here's a little report from ABC to remember him.
The Fantastic Four, the Incredible Hulk, the Amazing Spider-Man, not to mention the X-Men, the Avengers, and Black Panther.
My son, it is your time.
A diverse group of heroes with one thing in common. Stan Lee, writer, editor, and publisher at Marvel Comics. Lee's big innovation to give these larger-than-life heroes human flaws. His boss was skeptical at first.
Then he's a hero. Heroes don't have problems. That's why they're heroes. That shows what I knew.
But those characters now rule at the box office.
The movie versions are getting better than the comic book version. Name? Stan Lee.
Like Hitchcock, he loved his cameos, bringing himself or the hero down to earth.
Are you Tony Stank?
Yes, this is Tony Stank.
Or reminding the hero what the point is.
I guess one person can make a difference.
Stan Lee was 95, the pantheon he leaves behind immortal. David Wright, ABC News, New York.
Sad news, I didn't realize that he did, and tell me, say shame on you, Troy, I didn't realize he was responsible for Black Panther.
Shame on you, Troy.
Oh. I didn't think you two would say that. It only dawned on me last night when I was watching all the stories and everything. I thought, my gosh, he was. But I didn't see a cameo from him in Black Panther, did you?
No.
I'm going to have to watch it again because, I didn't...
He was amazing. He put so
Wasn't he
much
great?
out there.
And I'm
Everything.
thinking I'm going to Google myself, as if I don't. And I'm pretty sure I interviewed him in Salt Lake City
That's
at Comic-Con. I just need to Google that and find out. I'm pretty sure I did because Comic-Con was pretty big there. Sad news. But you know what makes me happy? We're going to move on to something lighter.
Yes.
Take a look at the video, people. Makes me happy. We're going to roll it. Hey everyone, well you can tell the first lot of snow in... Oh, we're having a problem. All right, so let's just dump the video. It was a video of me, it was their first real snow here in Lexington, okay, and it made me pretty happy. And I put this up on Instagram and Hannah, our producer, said to me, will we show it? And I said, what for? And now you can see that I'm a real Aussie man out in the snow with the t-shirt on. What about you two?
David and I have chosen that we're going to California.
Yes.
Oh, really?
We're over the snow. It's been a good ride. It was fun. It was a fun winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're done.
That's all I want.
I got you. I got you. Alrighty, this is something else we wanted you to see. You have to see this video. Of course, well, I'm not going to say much because it's simply amazing. Apparently, it's a traditional Chinese lion dance. Now, the partners move with grace from platform to platform. Watch this, okay? But now just watch this part. I reckon he is strung up by one of those moving things in the sea. Like, see how high he is? Like crouching tiger, hidden dragon type of thing.
Wow.
How is he doing that?
Well, look. What do you think? Do you think it's a joke?
I mean, that is definitely impressive.
Yeah.
I think you should try it. You and Troy, David.
No, David can't even. Have we not seen the video of David trying to carry me? Please. It's weak. I couldn't trust him to do this with me.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't trust
He'd
myself.
purposely push me off.
Now, honestly, Dean, I could probably get this done.
I don't know. David, you can't carry D, you can't carry me.
D could carry me.
Oh, right.
See?
What
how
are
we
you,
roll.
Princess Goldman?
I'm just saying, you know I like to glide.
Okay, oh, I don't know. Tell us what you think. We put this up on our Facebook page. All right, this is something else very quickly. This sends chills down everyone's spine, I'm sure. Are you a daredevil?
Somewhat.
Are you so you're not a thrill seeker?
No.
David sort of is.
Oh, yeah.
Not much. A professional Russian wakeboarder decided to go for a thrill ride off the coast of Greenland. And he tackled the region's largest glacier on a wakeboard. He had to wear a special insulated wetsuit to perform the stunt. And that's because the water was hovering around, you ready for this? 0 degrees Celsius. Now that's 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Now watch this. Don't you? Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if it's legal. Are you allowed to be doing that, do you think?
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be out there stopping you.
No.
Look at that. Now,
But I'm out. It's too cold.
well, I've walked on glaciers in Alaska. Have you done it, Dave?
No.
I've never been on glaciers, but
It
I
is
love
quite
wakeboarding.
an amazing feeling. But I don't know whether I would feel comfortable doing the wakeboarding.
Have you ever wakeboarded?
That wasn't my statement.
Well,
I was
didn't
just making out I'd be good at it, but I don't think I'd want to do. Dave, thanks for that, Dave. I appreciate that. Thanks for the backup there.
I'm gonna
have you
get
ever?
you-
It's like me saying, "Have
I'm
you
gonna
ever
get you
ridden
on-
a horse?"
Yeah, listen, I've ridden some horses.
Okay.
People
Alrighty.
just call me Cowboy
Let's
Dave.
move along to this. The world's largest underground water restaurant is almost complete. It's called Under, and it will open on the southernmost tip of Norway in spring. 2019 that year. The eatery sits 16 feet below surface and has a 36-foot wide panoramic window that looks out into the deep blue sea.
Now, good luck getting reservations because it's actually already booked until next summer.
Are you serious?
Wow.
So it's the largest underwater restaurant, and it's over 100 feet. I mean, look at this place.
Was that safe, do you think?
It makes you nervous.
I don't know.
doesn't
See,
Right.
it looks like Armageddon.
It does.
Now that's what they're saying. It looks like getting in and out of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know, man.
Book us a trip, Troy.
No. No. I'd wakeboard on a glacier, but I ain't going to do that. I don't know.
I think we'd all like that.
Really?
Yeah, it'd be cool.
I'd like that.
I think it just looks kind of scary, but when you see these other pictures in the light, that
right.
first one was pretty.
David,
No.
now let's get into this next story. Take it away, my friend.
Okay, so how old is too old to stop breastfeeding?
Hold on.
For me,
You're the only mother in the room.
true.
for me, 2 is the stopping point for me.
I say when they grow teeth, which is
Yeah.
what age?
6 months.
Oh, okay. There's my tidbit.
Yeah,
Take it away.
I like the 2 as well.
Tell
I
everyone the
think-
story, my
so,
friend.
according to this mother, this lady said 9 years old. Yeah, that's right. So she lets her daughter breastfeed until she was about 9 years old. She says it's nice to have a kid who controls when she wants to wean rather than forcing the issue.
Since the story broke, the mother has been called a pedophile, a pervert, and selfish. She's also been accused of abusing her daughter. Table's open. Go for it. Thoughts?
I don't know. I wouldn't start doing name calling or whatnot. I think that's a bit aggressive to
Yeah.
call her
Right.
a pedophile or
Yeah.
abuse, but I do think it's kind of weird. It's just not normal, so of course, we're going to label it, but what do you think? You're the mama.
My thing is, why has it become a conversation?
Right.
Was she doing it in public? Or were her friends talking to her about it? Or how did this become
Listen,
relevant?
it is relevant because it creeps a lot of people out, saying that breastfeeding till the child's 9. I understand that breast milk is good for your baby, and I get all of that. I get why you want to breastfeed. There's not an issue about that. But can't you maybe do breast pumping?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Another
Like if you want to-
means, not direct, indirect.
Yes, if you want to be breastfeeding or using the milk for those benefits, but she's not. It's more about the mother being close with the daughter and being dependent. When you go onto our Facebook page and read the story, I think, yes, I don't believe it's correct in that she is a pedophile or abusing the child, or I don't think any of that is right, and that's completely crazy. But I think there's some form of neediness
Right.
from the mother's side. I don't know. I'm not an analyst.
Well, and you know, that young girl is also around that age where she's starting to hit puberty.
Right.
So I kind of wonder what's happening with like even just the nutritional side of it. Is it healthy? Is it really?
I think it might be.
I'm sure that the breast milk is healthy, but psychologically, is it healthy?
Well, and that's
that's what I'm thinking.
Look, tell us what you think. We've put that up on our Facebook page, all right? I think it's going to get a lot of conversation. All righty,
See
for
why.
15 years, the safe place and, sorry, let me read this again because I want to make sure that I'm very clear on this. For 15 years, the Safe Place and Rape Crisis Centre has been working with a Florida school district to help teach students about healthy relationships. Recently, they showed a realistic video by Planned Parenthood about sexual consent to high school seniors. However, parents and school staff are furious because the organisation don't ask them if they could show it.
Now, the video shows heterosexual and homosexual couples kissing and talking about sex in terms of consent.
After a tech saw the video, okay, they were concerned about the content of the video and brought it to the school's attention. Now, the school apologised, saying that the group has always used pre-approved materials and they promised it wouldn't happen again.
They say that they believe this piece of video, this is actually what they were showing that
Yeah.
you all are looking at.
Now, I watched the whole thing. It's about 3.5 minutes. I'm going to say I'm not a prude. I'm pretty open-minded. Did you all watch the video? Probably not.
No, I haven't seen
I
it.
was so busy before the show, I noticed. I watched it because when I submitted the story, I thought to myself, will people say that I'm being narrow-minded because I just thought it was a little too much showing men and women and men kissing but the conversation about the rape is what signs are the beginning of rape. I want to make sure I get that correct. I was taken aback, but I like the idea of the video. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It just made me think a little bit deeper about it.
But on a different level for more age appropriate, perhaps?
I don't have an issue with showing it at school.
Right.
I don't know why parents need to be told about that. Am I wrong?
I just think that it's ironic it's a video about consent and they did not receive consent from home.
That's a good point. Just
Yeah,
getting
but-
the approval.
See, this is and I'm going to ask you as a mum, you know, I want to understand why 1 minute you want consent on things that are being taught at school or being talked about, and other times you don't. So which is it? You want to be informed all the time, or you allowing the education system to teach your children? And this is an important conversation.
It is an important
Do you see what I'm saying?
conversation, but
There's no sex.
correct. But it's also something that needs to be talked about at home. And just like I do believe that you have to have consent for a sexual education class.
Right, okay.
So
And what age is sexual education class?
I mean, we had it in 7th grade,
it was
Well, how old are
6th
you
or
in 7th grade?
about 12.
12.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the girl next to me in that class was pregnant.
What?
Yeah.
At 12?
Yeah. So, you know, it's also one of these things where it's such a different world now with the internet, with these kids. If they have a cell phone, I'm just like,
This video is nothing.
This video
and
is nothing.
And I'm saying there's no sexual content unless you consider kissing sexual content. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Go on. We're going to put it up on our Facebook page after the show because it's quite an interesting story. Okay, and I want you to tell me what you think. Anyway, we've got one more time for one more story. It's a prom photo that went viral for the wrong reasons, everyone. A Wisconsin community is outraged after a picture of young men with their arms extended in the air appearing to give the Nazi salute has been shared thousands of times online.
Now, the Barbeau School District tweeted Monday that the photo is not reflective of the school's values and beliefs. The school district is investigating and says it will actually pursue any and all available appropriate actions, including legal actions.
Let's bring up the picture again if we can. What do you think?
It's disgusting.
Yeah? Do you think the conversation that came across the news last night is that most of the children were saying they didn't understand what the signs mean.
No.
Then said they were just going along with the other students that started it. But see that one in the middle, he's in the black suit with the red tie. He's actually doing what we call the OK sign, you know, where they put their fingers together and put their top two fingers up. He's got it upside down. See in front of the two, in between the two. That's actually another sign of Nazism as well. I can't remember the correct there it is, the correct terminology, or the correct name for that. I just find it a little bit, this happened back in July. Why is it now just come out?
Oh, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't quite understand why the school will allow, or the photographer allow for that to happen.
Oh, yeah.
The
I
boys
agree.
should be expelled, and the photographer should be not paid, or however it all happens.
I agree.
What do you think? Am I wrong?
Well, and you know, that boy in the top far right, he said he didn't participate in it
Yes.
because he was against it.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
you know, kudos to that, because
Well, the one
sometimes,
down the bottom right didn't
Yep.
participate either.
you know, you're in that group setting, but it's one of those things where you're young, you're dumb, you don't really maybe give it the, you know, what it is, the worth. But there had been a lot of other reports in the same school of racism that wasn't being actually attributed. The school wasn't doing anything about it. They were shown a lot. So I think the school's got a real problem.
Yeah, so do
I say guilty by association.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.